Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you for tuning on to the Life Signatures Radio. It is another day, another opportunity for us to meet here and cross-pollinate one another one way or the other. We have just come off of a very nice and powerful series, and I think I'm going to add one more thing onto that series. We've been talking about personal glory. We've been talking about how the 6 pillars that prop up the personal glory of an individual. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a daily show on the subjects of purpose, productivity, and resilience. Those are the 3 things that we talk about. It's also, every working day you're going to find an episode or another. And we thank God for the opportunity to do that. If these episodes are making you to, find a way, find a light, find some kind of conviction, some kind of instruction, some kind of motivation and inspiration, and you feel like you want to give back, there is a link that has been provided for you to be able to do that. Just go ahead and do that, and that will be a blessing. But today I want us to talk about why we must pursue the fullness of our glory as humans, even as we already talked about the 6 ways we can be able to do that. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Life Signatures Podcast with Lawrence Namale. Lawrence is a life coach, author, and keynote speaker who loves to tackle different topics on purpose, productivity, and resilience. His mission in life is to awaken all your boundless possibilities available in you. Life Signatures Podcast is dedicated to bring to reality every single person who knows that deep down in their gut, there's got to be more to life than this. And now, here is your host, Lawrence Namale.
Glory is not a reserve of a few individuals, maybe in the boxing ring or in the football pitch or in parliament or in the public sector or in the museums or art galleries. It is something that potentially every human being has the intention. Whoever set us rolling has the intention for us to have glory. People normally say we live to glorify God, and there's no way you're going to glorify God if you don't shine your glory. For some reason, we are always aware, we are always in the know that we could do better. We know even when we come short in situations where we are frustrated by our best efforts. At times it is because we are doing what we are not called to do in the first place, and doing that frustrates us from reaching our fullness. We know this. It is like a marker inside of our spirits, inside of our souls, that tells us this is wrong. We know it. Like when I was stuck in a job that I hated, I knew this is not it. But for the fear of becoming quote unquote jobless, I stayed in that place for 5 more years, wasting away. And let me tell you, I was the worst character you could meet because I was in the wrong place. My point is that if we are not living the fullness of our glory, don't tell me you will not know. You will know. You will see, you will feel, you will sense that something is off. There is no denying the fact that our spirits always testify to us when we could do something better. Always. It is Henry Ford who said that if we could do everything that we're capable of doing, we'll literally astound ourselves. So we live our lives in such a way that we think we were brought here on earth just to kind of make it in life. Seriously. The rest of us, if you just do a small research, even where you are seated, and ask people what it is that they are looking for in life, they will tell you they want to make it. We spend our days trying to move from one level to another level in life, whatever that means. It is not fullness, though. Of course, getting to the level of our glory is going to be, the Bible says, moving from glory to glory. T.D. Jakes has a very big quote that I have always grasped for decades now. He says, God sustains you while you are in between glories. Wonderful. See, there is this unwritten life template that we normally go through. We have life structured in such a way that we're supposed to follow a particular theme, a particular template, so faithful. It's like a culture. A child is born and they're inculcated into that particular culture. And at the end of the day, we want to, quote unquote, arrive. And the definition of arriving is special. We all know it. We know what arriving means. We know what it looks like. In our imagination, someone who has arrived is one who has gained the esteem of men, is, quote unquote, well-to-do, and is assured of great financial supply. We find out soon that that is not fullness. Even them, they can tell you it's not fullness. Jim Carrey said, I wish everyone could be rich and famous so that they can know that being rich and famous is not the answer. In the meantime, the message of living our lives, the fullness of our glory, remains a mystery to very many people, to all of us. What does it even mean anyway? If you asked around for people to define to you what living to the fullness of their glory means, you will not get a fitting answer. So, just a recap of what it means. You'll be surprised that pursuing the fullness of our glory as humans is not something complicated. It ain't any rocket science. It is straightforward, and this is it. It is knowing your value, growing and multiplying that value, and being a blessing on the face of the earth. Period. If you look at that definition, knowing your value, growing and multiplying that value, and being a blessing on the face of the earth, you see that everybody is included. I mean, it's not a reserve of people who have academic papers. It's not a reserve of people who are warriors. It's not a reserve of people who are born in the palace, or born in Europe, or born in the Americas. It doesn't exclude people who are born in Africa. It doesn't exclude people who are born in the village, living in the village. The word glory has powerful synonyms. It means magnificence. It means brilliance. It means splendor, beauty. It means grandeur, and so on. To put this message in perspective, let me ask you this question. When is the last time you encountered someone and you were touched in one way or another by their magnificence? When? Encountered them maybe on TV? Encountered them maybe in real life? Encountered them maybe in a story that is being retold? That question might even seem so unfair, by the way. Someone might even ask, wait a minute, are we supposed to experience magnificence of other people to begin with? Well, yes, we're supposed to. And guess what? Daily. We're supposed to daily. We're supposed to encounter the brilliance of our fellow human beings. So much so that it's not a big deal. It's not uncommon anymore. That's the essence of being alive. That, I believe, is why our Creator put us here on the face of the earth. Why do I say that? Because I believe in my heart of hearts that there is no other reason for our existence. No other reason why mankind exists. None. There can be nothing higher than to live to the fullness of our potential, to the glories that we can be able to shine. There is nothing higher. You cannot add another thing on that. Man is supposed to live to the fullness of their glory at the individual level. And here's the thing though. We are not supposed to be talking about other people. We're supposed to be talking about ourselves when this topic is being discussed. In other words, I need to ask myself that particular question. When is the last time someone experienced my magnificence? What was I doing? When was that the last time that happened? When it was happening, what was I doing? I mean, just ask yourself that question. When is the last time someone experienced your magnificence? If you're a husband, when is the last time you experienced your wife's magnificence? If you're a wife, when is the last time your husband experienced your magnificence? If you're a father, if you're a son, if you're an uncle, if you're an auntie, I don't care what title it is that you're holding. When is the last time that the next person you're doing life with experienced your magnificence? Or when is the last time someone else as a human being experienced your magnificence? Think about it this way. Why on earth would we be alive if not to manifest our glory and our magnificence? When we are gone, and we've gone through this circuit of life and we have quote-unquote arrived as we normally want to, can we again look at that question and answer in the affirmative? When I have arrived and someone asked me, when is the last time someone experienced your glory? Am I able to scratch my head and find an answer, or am I able to pop up the answer just immediately? See, that locates where our motives in life are. Does our arriving manifest the fullness of our glory in any way? And I'm here to posit it this way. That if my arriving doesn't exemplify my glory, then I've missed the whole point of being alive. No matter how much an individual thinks that they have arrived in life, if they are not exuding the fullness of their glory as was intended, as is touching positively other people, forget it. You haven't arrived, brother, sister. You haven't even begun. Maybe you're even lost. The mystery of life will never be solved if we do not answer this in terms of the fullness of the glory of an individual. Race, tribe, tongue, nationality, color, scheme, whatever, doesn't matter. Every now and then an individual takes this, it takes our breath away with their magnificence. And that is why people pay top notch, pay top dollar to watch such people. One could even say that the magnificence we are looking for in life is so rare that we are willing to crown whatever we find with the highest of riches. I can easily make a case in point in sports. Watching Serena Williams play tennis is watching glory shine. Watching Obama speak is watching glory shining. I don't care what politics you subscribe to, but we cannot fault the fact that that man is glorious when he speaks. Watching Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi dribble, it is glory. Watching Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James or Steph Curry play basketball, watching Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson or Anthony Joshua do their stuff, it's glory, it's brilliance on display. There are other humans in other disciplines that live their lives in fullness glory. Your mother, sometimes your father, a Shonda Rhimes or a Sidney Sheldon or a Francine Rivers. The thing is that all these people are humans. In other words, we too can live our lives to the fullness of our own glories if we wanted. The question is, what are we looking for in life? What is the main objective? Why are we pursuing life to begin with? I do not think that pursuing the fullness of our glory as humans is something that happens arbitrarily or automatically. I also do not think that it is something that is a preserve of few talented, special geniuses amongst us. Looking at the subject from the angle of the Creator, I do not think that the Creator created subhumans and normal humans and special humans. No, created us the same, but with differences. Our difference is our uniqueness, and I believe we are all created with grandeur for the sole purpose of growing and exuding the glory of our fullness as we do life here on earth at the individual level. And I firmly believe that the pleasure of the Creator is seen when the created functions as intended with utmost capacity, glory, splendor, and magnificence. That being said, I think that we need to stop all the traffic and ask ourselves some questions regarding our own personal glory. Is it what I am pursuing today, the past week, the past month, the past year, the past decade, or the past decades? Is that what I am pursuing? Think about that for a minute. Are you pursuing your personal glory to the fullness of your potential? Or do you just want to, quote unquote, make it in life? That's my submission. And that closes, for real, all these episodes we've been talking about personal glory. Tomorrow, we will jump into a new series. But until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Life Signatures Radio. If you enjoyed today's show, subscribe to Life Signatures Radio on iTunes, Stitcher, or visit our website at lifesignatures.libsyn.com. Life Signatures Radio, fresh, clean, and inspiring.